What do you want? Sorry, that damn Krogan's love poems are getting on my nerves.
And now I can ask the thing that I didn't ask. This quest, either way.
The Krogan's reading those love poems to get your attention?
His name is Char. We're kind of dating, but, well, we're on a break. And he's trying to show me how sensitive he is by, well, wooing me. It's really bad.
So why are the two of you on a break?
He's serious. Serious, as in talking about kids. Char is a great guy to date, but for something permanent... Krogans live long lives. It's not like dating a human where you just stick it out for a century till they die. No offense. It made me wonder if he really likes me, or if he just wants kids. He can't have them any other way, you know, because of the genophage.
Wait a minute. You don't have divorce? Is that what's going on here? It's not dating? Wait, it's not even divorce. It's breakups. You don't have breakups? It's not like dating a human because you stick it out for a century until they die? What kind of logic is that of anyone in the world? I don't understand. I mean, they freaked out with the programming of the dialogue at the beginning. I can't blame them for coming up with this sort of inane things.
That sounds like a question you should ask him.
I did. I don't think he realized that our kids would always have been Asari. Non-Asari don't always get that we're not taking alien DNA, we're just using it to randomize some of the genetic information. Anyway, Char was quiet for a long time. Then he said that he'd love our girls no matter what color they were.
It just took it a little bit of time to process, I suppose.
It doesn't seem common for Asari to date Krogan. What brought you two together?
He's a fun guy, really smart, especially for a Krogan. And he's got a good job as a transport technician. It's fun to join a mercenary guild or dance at bars for a few centuries, but eventually you hit the matron stage, you know? Then you get your back tattoo removed, let your scalp go back to its natural blue, and settle down with someone dependable.
I assume for life, because of the aforementioned lack of breakups or divorce.
You need to talk to your boyfriend. He's just gonna keep shouting poetry until you do.
I know, but it's tough. I like him a lot. Hell, I love him. But I don't know if he's permanent Bond material.
Listen, he's a Krogan. Any talk about kids is gonna mess him up.
I know. You can't talk to Krogan about the genophage. I get so angry.
On account of the war crimes?
If you settle down with him, you'll spend the rest of your life wondering if he was after you or kids.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I needed to hear somebody else say it. I'm going to talk to him. Here, I've given you a discount at the terminal. Thanks for the help.
Out of nowhere, a discount. I can't complain. And they just volatilized. Yeah, for somebody who said he's smart for a Krogan, and then she showed a complete lack of compassion for the genophage. Yes, I am very glad for him that she broke up with him. I did.
What about a fish? She loves the garden. We could add a pond.
She doesn't need a fish, Dad.
I am very glad that she broke up with him. I did a Paragon thing right there, even though it counted as, I think the reason. Actually, I didn't even look at the Paragon. I haven't been looking at the Paragon options when they're colored, because I might as well just go for the let's go look at the squad here. Just go for the renegade thing. Oh no, that's not me. Yeah, some points. Either way, that was pretty good. Apart from the bad, but it was good because they broke up. Victory for him. So where was that discount for? Models and a Prejek paddlefish. Flat blue fish known for their odd locomotion and feeding habits. It's a lot of money. I can't afford it. Why would I buy a fish? I will buy a shotgun instead.
Maybe a shirt. Or a card. Ilium. Hey, you're blue shifting already. That's funny, right? Asari skin color and the Doppler effect?
Dad, just get her anything. Or don't.
I need to get her something. A memento.
Yes, a shirt is a good choice. Oh, look, another Asari.
I'm telling you, relax. Vax will never notice a few missing pieces. No, I can't get in. Because it's a crime scene. It's all locked down. Eclipse mercs, some Justicar, I don't know. Nobody is ever going to see the extra merchandise, which is why we're going to be rich.
Who are you talking to?
I'm on a call.
Oh, sorry about that.
For example, you know that new drug, the one that causes permanent neural scarring?
That's horrible.
There's a 12-page contract for shipping, then a waiver for use. I charged for 50 hours, plus overtime.
I don't know what that's about. That doesn't seem interesting. Oh, there's another hacker thing. Let's do it.
You can sell something that dangerous with just a contract and a waiver?
These are the terminus systems. Everything's dangerous, and everything's for sale. Either we tax and monitor it to keep some control, or the smugglers get on the monopoly.
Oh, it's on the other side. Is it? It is. What? No. What? What am I looking at? It's this one, right? Start chart. No, these are star charts. For a bunch of nebulas. That's pretty cool, actually. But, I don't know what we're looking at. Oh, it's here.
Shepard, this is Liara. I've got the data. Come see me when you've got a moment.
Thank you, Liara. I just made a bunch of renegade points and got some shopping while I was at it. Irinia. That was difficult. I'm blind. I'm sorry.
I saw your conversation, human. You're here to complain about the medical contracts those colonists from Pharaoh's signed. I suggest you leave. Your life is short enough. Do not waste what time you have bothering me.
What's your problem with humans?
Not just humans, it's all of you. The Solarians and Turians are no better. The galaxy would be a better place if nobody but the Asari had ever dragged themselves out of the primordial muck.
Perhaps we could work out different tests. Something that will work for both sides.
If the colonists were not willing to abide by the terms of the contract, they should not have signed it. The onus is not upon me to accommodate them.
It's important to note, and this has happened a couple of times already, so I'll just sort of fight back against the narrative and the understanding of what racism is by the writers of this planet. It's important to note that treating somebody differently because of their race is obviously a form of racism. Like, for example, you're nice to a person, a random person, but if they're of a specific race, you're not nice to them. That's being racist. However, it's also being racist when you target your own behavior toward things that more typically are representative of people of a certain race. Like, for example, especially with aliens, that is a lot easier. Like, for example, you have a law that forbids anybody, no matter the race, any person whatsoever who has an exoskeleton. This game actually treats that, has talked about it, but you forbid anybody that has an exoskeleton from entering your bar, for example. That is racist, even though you're not mentioning race. And you're saying specifically, because I said it, no matter the race. So it's like, oh no, I'm not being racist just because of the exoskeleton. Now, if you're doing something that affects people more of a specific race, then it is a racist thing to do. It doesn't mean that you're necessarily, like, whatever that means, racist on the inside or whatever, because maybe you're not. You're just misinformed or not aware of people's struggles, or a lot of things can go on, especially because we all live in a society. It's very easy to fall into those traps. But this game's understanding of prejudice and this game's understanding of racism is that, oh, you're doing it because they're human, which is not only really difficult to prove and honestly really difficult to convince anybody that that's the case, but also, why are you saying that? Usually you would say that because of, well, in this case it's easy to tell because she just said, oh, humans are scum, let's not do that. But yeah, it's just sort of like, it's such a vapid understanding of actual racist problems in real world and how they would exist in the world of Mass Effect as well. And so it's not about personal prejudice against people. It's about systemic prejudice against certain traits and behaviors and all that sort of stuff that are more common to certain, or in a lot of times exclusive to certain races. So let's click this and continue through the dialogue.
You seem to forget that a human saved you from Saren and the Geth.
The Geth created by the idiotic Quarians? That a rogue Turian Spectre led in an attack? The Geth didn't start with the Citadel. They attacked your human colony, Eden Prime, first. You humans brought the Geth upon us. You and the Turians are the Quarians. My people's deaths are on your hands.
You really think this is legal? Maybe Ilium's contract analyst should look it over.
You ignorant yokel. I was negotiating contracts when your ancestors were still burning witches and enslaving each other. I haven't lost a contract dispute in 70 years. Try me.
Why are you so prejudiced against aliens?
Where do I begin? With Solarian explorers unleashing the Rachni upon us, then unleashing the Krogan to correct their mistake? Or the Turians, so eager to bomb every problem away? Or humans, the new arrivals who already think they should be in charge? Every war that has plagued this galaxy has been caused by your people. My people's deaths are on your hands.
I thought Asari preferred to mate with other races for genetic diversity.
A short-sighted mistake perpetrated by the same self-hating malcontents who spawned the hateful term pureblood. We hardly need your alien DNA to randomize genetic material. A little radiation would work just as well. You provide no diversity, no new insights, no advancement. You bring only chaos and senseless deaths. Ah.
Did she just swear at the end? Anyway.
So you'd be this harsh in your contract terms if these were Asari colonists?
If they were Asari, they'd be dealing with problems unleashed by another race. Asari like my bondmate, who died when the Geth rebelled against the Quarians. Or my daughters, who died during the Geth attack on the Citadel. One worked in the embassy, the other was a greeter for the consort. I'm not speaking in hypotheticals, human. The aliens will never be my allies. The best they can do is give me useful medical data.
And this is another problem I didn't even think about. Oh my god. It's actually a very, very common trope. And the reason why it's used is a little bit complicated, honestly. Getting racist characters in games who are racist because of specific things. Not only is that not representative of reality, because people usually are racist based on just imbued preconceptions into their upbringing or the society that they're in, or the stuff that they watch and read and all that, and they may be very, very convict of their racism, but they just don't see it as bad because, you know, of what I said, the upbringing and content and news and all that sort of stuff. But in fiction, what they usually do, well, not usually, but a lot of the times what they do is that they get, oh no, I hate the humans because of my daughters dying in the things that humans caused. Yeah, that's not how it works in real life. And in this particular case, sure, she has her own personal reasons for being racist. It doesn't diminish her racism, but it does diminish the impact that it has on certain metaphors for real life. And I wish they didn't do that, because that's not how it works in real life. Either way.
Your bondmate was with the Quarians. Your daughters worked with aliens every day at the embassy and the consort.
And look what happened to them!
You suffered, I get that. But these colonists were trying to live peacefully. They've suffered too. They lost family to the Geth and the Thorian creature. Don't add to their anguish.
And so I fixed racism. And I shook the racist duck hand.
Sending an amended contract. No more tests, no fees. There's enough grief in this galaxy. I don't need to add to it.
It's baffling. It's honestly, it's baffling. It's like, This is not even on the level of kids shows and how kids shows treat racism, which is usually very simplified and actually on these terms because that's how kids understand. You're not going to talk about systemic oppression to kids, even though you actually probably should. But you don't. Kids shows don't do that. Wow, it's baffling. The writing in this planet is just astonishing.
Did you get the star charts?
Yeah. I had to deal with Arinya, though. I feel like I need a shower.
What do you expect? She's a pureblood. They're all like that.
Yeah, I got a colonist here.
I just received the revised contracts. Thank you, Shepard. Zoo's hope is in your debt yet again.
Bye. Hello.
Can I help you with something? I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
Wait, why? Do you have a problem, or did she kill somebody already?
I have no idea. Just tell me where she is.
If you insist, but fair warning, watch yourself around Samara. Justicars have a nasty habit of shooting people. She went to the commercial spaceport a few hours ago. If you want to get there, the pedestal on that balcony will summon a cab. Just be polite when you meet her. Justicars embody our highest laws, and they usually stay in Asari space. She's not used to dealing with aliens.
We can hail it from here. Huh.
I'm looking for Samara.
Like I said, she's at the commercial spaceport. You can hail a cab at the pedestal on that balcony over there.
I'm sorry, I seem to have short-term memory issues. Why did they give me that option there?
Is Samara really that dangerous?
If you follow the laws, you've got nothing to fear, and a Justicar would die without hesitation to protect the innocent. But their code orders them to stop lawbreakers, with lethal force in most cases, and everyone skirts the law somehow on Ilium. If someone tried to bribe her, she'd be obliged to gun them down as a matter of honor. I'm hoping to avoid that.
So they're like Judge Dredd sort of thing, although Judge Dredd is just a judge in his own setting. It's a pretty cool setting, honestly. But yeah, she's just like the typical judge, jury, and executioner. The super cop.
Why are you worried about other species coming into contact with her?
If a Justicar kills an Asari, none of us questions it. But if she killed a human... Do you think the Alliance would understand her actions and respect her authority? You can't even figure out your own religions. It's a big diplomatic incident just waiting to happen.
That's very sensitive of you to that. Is that because... Well, in our world, that makes a lot of sense. Well, not a lot of sense. It makes a little bit more sense than normally it would. Because in our world, the humans do have a huge amount of control over the big three super dictators of this place. I forget the name of it. The Council, I think it's called. So it would make sense that they would get privileged treatment in a lot of planets, and we have seen that as well. Not in this planet, I don't think, but it was another planet where they were like... Either way, the way I finished Mass Effect 1 does contextualize these things in a better way. I don't know if they are here, or in this particular dialogue is here because of the way I finished Mass Effect 1. It feels like if it weren't for... I don't know. So I can't really say, but hopefully these dialogues would be different if we finished Mass Effect 1 differently. I think so. It would make sense, right? Because they're so afraid of humans. That's like the biggest thing of Mass Effect 1. The biggest, consequence of the choices.
Tell me about the Justicars.
They're a monastic order. They've given up their families and possessions to follow their code. Most of them are on some lifelong mission, but they'll always stop to deal with any injustice they encounter, which can be a problem. In some ways, they're a lot like the Spectres, undertaking personal missions.
Yes, I was gonna say, actually, when I chose the Justicars option, that they're a lot like the Spectres, although the way she talked about breaking the law, da, da. Anyway, I don't know, Judas Priest is cool. Either way, the way she talked about breaking the law, it does sound like they would just go around and be like, "Oi, you're driving a car with how do Americans do it? With your number plates expired." That's such a weird term. But yeah, just they would go, "I will kill you now because your number plates are expired." Or something to that extent. "Hey, look at you! You owe money! Kill you!" Which does sound like just about as dystopian as the rest of this world, honestly.
Spectres are authorized by the Council. Who do Justicars represent?
What? That's like, I don't know, a good human metaphor. They represent their code, our code. It's closer to a religious group than a legal branch. No law-abiding Asari would question a Justicar's orders. Nobody becomes a Justicar for personal gain. And they die before breaking their oaths.
It sounds like normal cops to me. I mean, the way she talks about it anyway. Nobody becomes a cop for personal gain, and they would die before breaking their oaths. Fits. It absolutely fits. Along with all the shortcomings as well. That said, the human metaphor. It's not human, it's English. It's like... It's not, even because we're talking about legal systems, it would be like the American metaphor, or the British metaphor, or the Japanese metaphor. This game's obsession with treating humans as all speaking the same language is kind of weird. And coming from the same place as well. But it's fine. We're not going to hail a cab from here.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck with the Justicar. Try not to piss her off.
Oh, I will piss her off, all right. I have no idea who she is.
You know Irinia won't even talk to the non-Asari customers. It's like she's turned pure blood into her religion or something.
I heard she lost her daughters when the Geth attacked the Citadel.
Right. I'm sure she was a pleasure to deal with before that.
I have rambled about that. I'm just gonna make sure I didn't miss anything.
I don't know. That still sounds like an awful thing to legalize.
All the dangers are right there on the package. It's legally required.
Who reads labels, though?
So consider it a way to weed out the people too stupid to know their limits.
That it would be a racist thing as well. If certain races have less time to worry about labels or have less education, then yes, you would kill more of them. For example. Tana, I spoke to you before. I'm pretty sure we're done here.
Excuse me. You know where I can find Serena?
She's not here anymore. Oh, you're the one she was helping out. She took a job off-world. Didn't say where. She gave me something for you. Looks like a message.
She didn't say anything else?
She just gave me that and left. Not even a goodbye.
And I don't even give a goodbye either.
Hey, Shepard. I was on my way to a new life when the new burst arrived. The bitch is dead. I assume that means your friend is alive and he finished his job. Tell him if I ever see him, I'll buy him a drink.
There we go. Thanks for that, Tana.
Hey, I gotta get back to work.
Sure. Thanks for that. That was all because of the assassin. I forget his name. This fellow over here. It's kind of funny that he didn't say anything. He should have said something about it. Because, you know, he's got a free drink.
Listen, I know the data is vital to the Kurosa family. Asana Dantius didn't give us time to pack. I'm lucky I got out at all. Her mercenaries were starting to shoot. If she lets us back in, I'll get it, I promise. If not, well, we'll just have to hope.
Will we?
What is it? I'm in the middle of an important call.
This might be worth putting your family on hold. Here's that data you were worried about.
Is that the Kurosa Generational Archive? I am so sorry for being rude. My whole family has been worried. That data is irreplaceable. I didn't think I'd get it back from Nasana's corporate building.
Why is this data so important, anyway?
It's a genetic history for the entire Kurosa family. It's used for high-level reproductive negotiations. It would be like a human pedigree, I suppose. Without it, you're bargaining from a greatly weakened position. Losing this would have hurt my family for generations, maybe even destroyed it.
If this data is so important, why didn't you have backups?
We did. A rival family introduced a computer virus and our techs were sloppy. The virus destroyed all our data. I just spent a fortune getting the data recovered and reconstructed when Nasana went crazy. We live in a world of infinite data redundancy. To lose something so important because of one crazy Asari?
There's your data. I hope it helps your family.
You have no idea, human. I don't know who you are or how you got it, but thank you. Here, for your trouble. Blessings be upon you. You've certainly blessed us.
I don't know who you are either, and I don't know just what kind of terrible thing I've unleashed upon the world by doing this, but I definitely gained 5 Paragon and 2 Renegade for whatever reason. Alright. This is good, because we're getting all the things.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Liara will be pleased to see you.
Hey, Liara, what's up?
Shepard, it's good to see you again. Thank you for getting me that system data. Here, it's not much, but hopefully it will help you on your mission. Do you remember the Shadow Broker? With the data you got me, I may be able to find information caches from his agents.
I wonder how much she gave me. I suppose it's money. But maybe I'm gonna be able to buy that fish, after all.